Obviously, with passing of some icons in the business, we will render the traditional 10-bell salute for New Jack and Mr. Don Kernodle. So, moment of silence followed by the 10-bell salute. That being said, let's see, I'll start with New Jack. As many of you know, the roots of Stranglehold Championship Wrestling came from hardcore and deathmatch wrestling. New Jack being a great influence in that arena. One of the deadliest and most dangerous guys out there. But also one of the funnest and chillest guys I've ever met. He had a heck of a sense of humor. He wasn't shy. He'd tell you what he thought. And that's just what it was. What you saw with New Jack is what you got. I had the privilege of knowing him. Privilege of calling him my brother. New Jack, he'll be missed for sure. There's some other people out there. If you want to chime in, please do. I want to send some special positive vibes out to Iceberg, for he is taking this exceptionally hard, as is Magna Pondo. Guys, my thoughts are with you. So, any New Jack story you'd like to share?
Absolutely, man. I'm pretty sure it was Dark Side of the Ring, man. They just did a special on him not long ago. And I gotta tell you, man, like watching it and watching like his story about how he beat the living daylights out of a 16-year-old kid.
Oh, mass transit, yeah.
And man, it was like, you know, he's part of the business. He wanted to show what the business was. They made him look really bad there, and I kind of get it. But when you go back and actually watch New Jack's story, he actually seems like he had a heart for the business. He was very into it. He was all about the character. He tried to protect his character everywhere he went.
Absolutely.
And it seemed like he loved the ladies too, man. And
that's a fact.
And Terry Reynolds, man. I mean, if you heard what she said about everything, man, like, you know, God bless her for things she did with him, and just his family in general, man. God bless them. New Jack, like, he didn't hold back, man. I remember the first time I seen him, and dude, he was brutal, man. And God, he wore the scars up until his death, man. Like, his forehead was jacked, man, because that's how much he wanted people to believe in the business.
Absolutely.
And he was a give all you got type guy, and very respected. He's done local tours around here, man.
Oh,
a lot of the people, like you said, Iceberg. There were several others I've seen that like shared memories with him. So sincerely.
And of course, my wife, Paradice Baker, she also knew him very well. She, for one, she couldn't be here tonight, and two, she just didn't want to come forward and really say anything because she's still pretty It really hit her hard.
Thoughts and prayers be with everybody that knew him, especially on a personal level. He's going to be missed by a lot of people, man. The wrestling business lost to General, man.
That's a fact.
And I'm not too familiar with Sergeant Slaughter's partner. I think it was a little bit before my time.
Yeah,
but if there's any stories about that, man, I mean,
most of you guys weren't born yet, but Don Kernodle, when he was teaming with Sergeant Slaughter, was known as Private Don Kernodle. And at times, he and his brother formed a stable with Sergeant Slaughter, who in some circles was going by Bob Slaughter at the time, and that was very early on, prior to the boot camp match with the Iron Sheik, as well as the him winning the title from the Iron Sheik as well.
So speaking of Sergeant Slaughter, man, we got some really big news.
Absolutely.
Really big news. So speaking of Sergeant Slaughter, River City Wrestling Con is coming up very, very soon.
That's right, the weekend of the 12th and 13th of June. We will be celebrating my birthday, the birthday of champions, Manager of Champions, birthday of champions. So we have 3 legendary special guests. One of them, yes, being Sergeant Slaughter, and our usual partner who joined us last time we were here, Sergeant Boyle Parker. Sergeant, I hope you get feeling better. We'll see you next week. But he will be joining us live and in person at the River City WrestleCon as well. And for those of you who have seen the movie The Masked Saint, Mr. Chris Whaley, who's the author and inspiration behind The Masked Saint, will also be in attendance. There will be copies of The Masked Saint available. If you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you watch it. It was Roddy Piper's final film appearance. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but I was moved by it. I thought it was a very good movie, a very good story, very heartfelt. And Pastor Whaley, we're looking forward to seeing you as well, sir. And of course, some of our very own Stranglehold Championship Wrestling roster, including the reigning Warzone Champion Dangerous Danny Horn, will be at River City WrestleCon with us. Our Women's Champion Brandy Scotch Baker will be there. One of our newest signees, the Athlete, will be meeting with fans, as well as, I love how he says it, White Chocolate D Money, who has literally thrown his hat to the ring. He says that he's got a few hardcore matches left in him. So it looks like Danny might have some competition. But of course, I know you love competition, so we'll be looking forward to seeing some of that here in the very near future. But as far as merchandise goes, we will have t-shirts, we will have the campaign cover that Sergeant Slaughter was famous for wearing, and we will have some very limited edition pictures for sale of both Sergeant Slaughter and Sergeant Bailey Parker.
Listen, if you guys can't make it to Jacksonville and you guys want a picture of Sergeant Bailey Parker or Sergeant Slaughter autographed, get with one of us and we'll make it happen. We'll send it to you through the mail.
I am running some deals with the one limited edition picture of Sergeant Slaughter from his G.I. Joe days and a campaign cover. So if you're interested, of course, certainly get with me and we'll make you a special deal. But I do highly encourage you to let's go down and enjoy the Sunshine State. Let's go watch some good wrestling. Let's rub elbows with some legends, and I'll go ahead and give you a lineup on what we can expect there as well. Besides the birthday of champions, we will have in the house the Big Red Machine Kane will be present. The Olympic gold medalist, WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle will also be in attendance here. And by the way, those two gentlemen will be in Atlanta, Georgia at the Georgia World Congress Center representing Stranglehold Championship Wrestling
That's us.
MomoCon.
That's us. That's us. Look, that's us.
World's Strongest Man Mark Henry will be present. I'm looking forward to shaking that man's hand. It's been a while. Ron Simmons from my hometown. All I can say is damn, brother. Definitely looking forward to seeing Ron. It's always a pleasure. Hometown boy, Warren Robbins. Looking forward to it.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? Oh, wait a minute.
Enzo and Cass is going to be there, guys.
Wait a minute. Let's show them the prop here. Let's show them the prop.
I'm stoked about this one, man.
And of course, if you snooze, you lose. You got one of these. But
I would like to thank my good friend Doug for sending that to me through the mail. I've never had any of these pop things. And he's like, hey man, I'm going to give these to you as a gift. And lo and behold, they're going to be signed in less than a month. So I'm super stoked about that.
Yes, how you doing?
How you doing? Listen, man, love him or hate him, you can't deny his mic ability. He's one of the best promo people in the game ever. He can light a crowd on fire.
And speaking of one of the best promo guys in the business, the true undisputed king himself, Jerry the King Lawler, will be present. And of course, it's always a pleasure to see the King. Myself and our scene producer here, we went to Jerry the King Lawler's 50th birthday bash there, or 50th anniversary of wrestling. We call it my whole say birthday because, it's his wrestling birthday. And we had quite a large time and made some good memories. It was the last hoorah we had with one of our founders, Mike Money. And it's been 3 months since we have lost him. So I know if Mike were here, he'd be joining us on this excursion down to Florida, and we'll certainly drink a couple Mike Moneys just for his memory.
Absolutely. Scott Snyder is going to be there as well. If there's
Big Papa Pump.
NWOites in the house. The big bad booty daddy's going to be there.
That's right.
For all the Facebook people watching, for the YouTubers, the Twitter followers, all that stuff, I spoke with @HeelKevin today. Kevin Rodriguez is going to be in attendance. You guys probably know him from the War Room podcast. He does a lot of things in South Georgia with the promotion down there. I spoke with him today. He's going to be in attendance, so we might could do a little collaboration possibly. One thing's for sure, I'm going to buy that man some lunch, get to know him on a personal level. Kevin, I look forward to seeing you down there, man.
And I look forward to meeting you as well. I hear you can spend quite a yard. And most importantly, we're going to dine on some Whataburger while we're down there.
Yes, Whataburger. Oh my God.
Whataburger.
If Whataburger's watching or they ever see it, if you guys want to sponsor us and just...
Absolutely.
We're not asking you to send us free food. We're just asking for you guys to build a store in our area so we can go support you guys at a local level. That's all.
Mall of Georgia location.
Perfect.
That'll be suffice. Yeah.
Or Brazelton would be good.
Yeah.
Brazelton's good? Yeah.
Either one. If they would put one in each area, that'd be great.
Yes, right?
Yeah, right.
We'll endorse you every week, I promise, just for hooking us up.
Absolutely. And that's one thing about Whataburgers. You can go get anything you want at any time of day at that place, and it's just, I tell you, super amazing.
So fun story, man. I worked at Whataburger for 3
yeah.
days. They put me on the French fries, and then they took me off and wanted me to work the grill. And I was like, nah, man, nah. They put me on the cash register. I was really excited about it. Then they took me back to the fries, and I was like, nah, I gotta go. So I ended up leaving Whataburger. I apologize if I hurt anybody's feelings out there, but it just wasn't for me. Back in the day, I was 15 years old. I wasn't made to play with fries, that's all. And nothing against people who do, but I'm more of a people person, and being stuck in a corner with a hot grill, man, just wasn't for me. So, anyways, Whataburger, I still love you. Every time I go to the Sunshine State, I support you guys. So
yeah, come to the beach state, if you will,
yes.
Especially the northern part where we're at. We totally appreciate it.
100%. All right, so we knocked out that. We knocked out the new tack thing. What else we got? What do you got planned for today, man? Real quick, if you guys are watching, the pop is coming up immediately following our podcast here, and I don't mean soda.
That's right. Check it out.
One more shout out. If you guys want to see me behind the character, behind the voice, behind the mask that I put on for each and every one of you guys, you will see 100% the man behind the legend. Tune in this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I go behind the voice with Landfill. Right here in the Wrestling Boiler Room.
Looking forward to that. Landfill, we love you, bro.
100%, man. He is awesome.
He is.
All right, so our future man. Again, we want to send out a shout out to Sarge, who was supposed to join us tonight, but he's a little bit under the weather.
We hope you feel better, boss.
100%, man. And I look forward. He's got a meet and greet seminar.
Seminar, the 22nd. So it'll be Saturday, the 22nd. It's in Jasper, Georgia. Georgia Championship Wrestling is sponsoring it. For all you would-be wrestlers out there, and for all of you guys who want to get better and learn from the guy who trained some of the very best this business has ever known, it's only $25. And we highly recommend it because you can learn a lot from that man.
Listen, I got more wrestling knowledge in a 20-minute dinner because we were rushing than I've ever had in my entire life listening to that man talk.
Absolutely.
And that's a 2-hour seminar. So imagine what you can learn in 2 hours versus my 20 minutes.
And he can only make you better. He can't make you worse. That's for sure. And I've been a witness to that myself. So I highly, as y'all can see, we highly endorse that. So
Love Sarge, man.
So that'll be in Jasper, Georgia, at the To Be Rolling Rink area, I want to say. I know Chris Knowles has some more details on that. Get with him. He is sponsoring this seminar and the show thereafter. And I'll tell you, if you want to break into the business, you can get away and you got $25. Heck, you can find that in your couch cushion. You know what I'm saying? And you can get a lifetime's worth of knowledge and learn from one of the absolute best trainers that this world has ever known.
So since you just said the word world.
Oh yeah, those guys.
IWGP, man.
Oh,
the
what's he gonna do?
champion.
Will
Just
Ospreay.
had to drop the title, man. I was super stoked. It's a brand new belt. He finally did it. He represents that forbidden life, if you know what I mean.
And he injured his neck.
He injured his neck. He has to forfeit it. I love New Japan, man. I think it's some of the best wrestling on the planet. And now as we move forward, I always thought it was going to be him dropping the belt to Kenny Omega. What's your take on that, man? Do you think they're going to go a different direction now that he's not champion?
I'd see that, yeah. Honestly, I don't know if it'll be Omega. But I'm actually interested to see what is going to unfold as a result of this. I really hate that he got injured. I was looking forward to seeing him have a run with that title.
Yeah, me too, man. I was looking forward. I think that would be one of the best matches on the planet, man. Him versus Omega. I think it's going to be postponed. I think they're going to make it happen when he gets better. And best wishes to you, man. I hope you, best of luck to you. I hope you recover very, very soon.
Absolutely.
But since the word world came up, and I saw what you're getting at, man.
Oh, yeah.
There's rumors, man, of an ambush that might take place sometime soon. Are you scared, man?
I'm not scared of those idiots.
I mean, you shouldn't be scared. We saw you at the arcade where they came up and they totally ruined our entire press conference, man.
And they interfered in my son's birthday party, which is a big no-no. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. I hear some of you World Elite clowns are going to come and mess up the birthday of champions at River City WrestleCon. I keep hearing this. I keep hearing that some of you might have the testicular fortitude to challenge me on my birthday on sacred ground there in Jacksonville, Florida. That's what I hear. I wouldn't advise it because I got a few people that would love to get a piece of you. And, Elemento, you and your pet bulldog over there with those shiny tag team belts. Yeah, I hope y'all are keeping those polished for me. Because I just might have a team I will unveil real soon that will literally rock your world. Because some of the last wishes of the late, great Road Warrior Animal, he asked me to take up the reins and find a team that could carry that banner. And I think I'm going to set them loose on you, World Elite.
I'm excited to see
I want to carry you and whoever that idiot was driving the truck. By the way, he should have his driver's license revoked. I tell you.
I was actually pretty impressed with it. I mean, as a guy who plays video games a lot, man, I would look like some Grand Theft Auto stuff to me. I don't know.
But that's all right. He wants to get involved in my business. Well, you know.
You had to admit it was a good-looking truck. I'm a car guy. You guys know I'm a car guy, so
I did. It was.
It would have been better if it was like a Scat Pack or Mustang or something.
Yeah, they're like it had all that horsepower. My private security would have got a hold of them and jerked them both out of there. We found out who that idiot was, you know?
Could you imagine if you would have got him to just wring his neck, dude? That would have been freaking awesome. And the people would have loved it. That's all I'm saying. The people would have loved it.
And security, don't worry. Your day's coming. Oh, James Hall. Let's talk about you for a minute. The All-American champion. So, you know, after River City, which I'm sure you're not going to come and interfere in my business, right? Nah, wouldn't do nothing like that. But I hear that you're going to come to the Celebrity Golf Tournament June 28th that the legendary Rocky King, along with his co-host Jeff Foxworthy, are putting on. Oh yes, we'll be there as well. I have a few people that I plan to unveil at that event as well. So, I have been doing a little bit of scouting. I haven't been able to film much because of these last couple acquisitions I've kept incognito for now. But I hear that you guys want to show up and test your golf game a little bit, maybe. But I hear there's going to be a wrestling ring available, so, you know, I know it's like a moth to the flame you guys can't resist, right? So I'll just say you keep that belt shining for me as well because, you know, I found your successor. The World Elite might truly become World Defeat, you know?
Hey, there's possibilities anywhere you go, man.
So, and I hear y'all might even debut somebody new. I hear y'all been doing a little recruiting. And you're probably wondering how I know that because I'm always one step ahead. And I will welcome your new acquisition. Same way I'm going to remind all of you why you shouldn't interfere in my business, World League. But anyway, enough of that. Enough of the clown shoe stuff.
Don't you hate when people get in your business, man?
I hate it.
It's nuts. But
so I plan on going out and having a righteous birthday with you.
It's going to be an awesome birthday,
with these legends. A lovely wife going to try on a bikini for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And I know you and the Queen got some plans on the beach too. So we're gonna,
man.
you know, I'm going to kind of help y'all celebrate a late anniversary. Sorry I wasn't able to assist, but we'll have some fun, right?
Listen,
Some of the way we know how.
I'm excited to sit down at dinner, man. Can you imagine the story Sergeant Slaughter's going to tell us?
I'm looking forward to it.
Him and Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker at the same table at the same time. Manager champions, King of Paradise.
And who else? Stay tuned and find out, right?
Absolutely. Now, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you're watching at the Boiler Room, thank you guys for
Absolutely.
doing
Thank y'all for joining in and being part of the action.
Guys, please check out the Pop.
And we don't mean soda.
Don't mean soda. Coming up right after this goes off. Check out the VOH Inferno page.
Absolutely. Because that's fire.
Landfill is doing an incredible job over there. Thank you for all that you do. Again, subscribe to Stranglehold Entertainment on YouTube. Give it a like, share it.
Stranglehold Championship Wrestling on YouTube.
Oops, my apologies.
Network,
Stranglehold Championship Wrestling Network on YouTube. My esteemed director. The Facebook is Stranglehold Entertainment. Because, like I said, we kind of loop it with the podcast and some of our other endeavors are coming up real soon. And I know you guys will look forward to seeing some of those because we might actually write our first movie.
Oh, I'm pretty excited, man. Pretty excited. And we are going to plan on getting you guys some actual legends in here eventually, very, very soon. As things kick off and COVID starts going away, man, we are going to try to put this page right here and the Inferno on blast, nonstop, content after content after content, because we want you guys to come active with us and ask some questions. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do my best to have Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker on Behind the Voice in the next month or so. You guys would be surprised to hear 5 minutes of the memories he has. So landfill, I'm sure you could drill them and get some awesome content there. So stay tuned, man. Thank you guys for all that you do. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
We're out.